Today I have a great book to read, but before we do, I want us to just use one of our math skills that we learned about during our school year, and that is estimating. Do you remember what that word means? When you give an estimate, you're thinking, you're looking, and you're giving your best guess. So I want us to estimate how many pages we think are in this book. What do you think a good estimate would be? Do you think it's more than one? I think it's pretty clear to say that there's probably more than 5 pages, but there's probably less than 25. What would a good estimate be? Okay, let's say our estimate is 15 pages. Let's see how close we get. We'll read the book, and then afterwards, we'll actually count and see how close our estimate was. Now, don't help us remember, our estimate was 15 pages. All right, Kindergarten Rocks by Cathy Davis. I'm telling you, Dex, kindergarten rocks. Now we know when we see this, that's called a speech bubble. And it means that different people are having a conversation. So this must be Dex, and I think this is his older sister. I am Dexter Duggan, and I know everything about kindergarten. This is because I'm actually going to be a kindergartner. Well, very soon. Next month, practically. It's next week, Dexter. I am an expert because my big sister, Jessie, went there too, one time, a long time ago. My dog Rufus is an eensy-teensy, weensy little bit scared about kindergarten. You don't have to be scared, Dex. You're gonna love it. It's his sister talking. Jessie went to kindergarten a long time ago, but she still remembers it, even though now she's going into 3rd grade. Rufus is a little scared. He's afraid that I'll get lost on the way to school. The bus driver knows the way, Dex. Don't worry. Kindergarten rocks. When Jess went to kindergarten, she wasn't big like she is now. I was a shrimp like you. They're looking at their growth marks on the wall. She wrote like me, and she drew like me too, only not quite as good. I got Jessie to help me make a list of things that Rufus was scared about. I'm not really worried about all those things though. Kindergarten will be a piece of cake. No problemo. I can't wait. Now, what does that picture remind you of? A little bit of the cover. Only one thing is different. Look here, and then look here. Here he's looking a little like he might be feeling what? A little worried? Okay. When the bus came the next morning, the driver seemed like he knew what he was doing. So I got on. I'm not that lucky. But what if I do? You won't. I might. You won't. What if I forget to make a map and I get lost? You won't. You won't. You won't. She's trying to assure him all the way to school, his sister, Jessie, that it's going to be great. Rufus was still worried, but Jessie had a great idea. If Rufus gets scared, just give him a hug. That was good advice. When we finally got to school, I couldn't wait to see my classroom. Oh, does he look like he can't wait? Hi, Dexter. I'm Miss Sugarman, and I'm your teacher. Wow, there are some kind of good surprises about kindergarten. For one thing, my friend Joey from preschool was there. It was so good to see him. Rufus was so happy to see him that he forgot to get worried. And then we listened to a great book. We made art and we cooked food. We smashed Play-Doh. I got to write my letters. and built a gigantic tower and played in the imagination station. And I even got a look at some good books. Then we went to the library. That's where you go if you want to know about snails or soccer or outer space or even shark guts. You can borrow a whole book all about it and keep it practically forever, at least a week. At lunch, you get to eat with all your friends in a place called a cafeteria. It's exactly almost like a restaurant. Oh no! Uh-oh, what happened? He spilled his milk. Uh-oh, you're gonna be in big trouble. Do you think you get in trouble if you accidentally spill something? And there are people called custodians who clean the whole entire school, and they'll help you even when you spill your milk by accident and you're scared you'll get in trouble. How about I help you wipe this up? Thank you. After lunch, everybody goes to recess. Joey says you can't get lost playing I'm a monster and you're a powerful monster getter, because if someone's always chasing you, how can you get lost? He looks like he's having a good time. Hey, wait a second. Where's Rufus? Rufus is gone. Rufus is lost. Why don't we get Jesse to help you find him? Maybe I left him in the cafeteria. Come on, we can check the library. It's just down this hall. Let's see if he's on the playground. Rufus is lost. Don't worry, I'm sure he's okay. Is Jessie being a good, helpful big sister? She is. Rufus is gone. We couldn't find him anywhere. Wait a second. There he is. He's not lost. Rufus was so happy to see me. He knew I'd find him the whole time. From now on, Rufus, you're staying at home. I'm going to learn lots of stuff in kindergarten, but the thing I learned today was kindergarten rocks. I told you so, said Jessie. And you're going to find that out too. For all our friends that are going on to kindergarten and for all our friends that are going to new classes, we will find out that those all rock. And you do too. Now, let's take a look and see if our estimate was correct. We estimated that there were 15 pages in this book. Now, we're gonna actually count them and see how many pages are in the book. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We were so close. Our estimate was 15. So 15, let's count up from 15 to 18 and see how many more pages there really were. So after 15 comes 16, 17, 18. So we were only 3 pages off on our estimate. That's a pretty good estimate. So good job, friends. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you remember that next year is gonna rock.